My dearest audience, assuming that you have been chosen to get this video today, it implies that your heavenly messengers have a vital directive for you. Nobody loves you however much this individual, yet is hushed by a desirous third individual. The heavenly messengers say that this is an adoration message. Yet, this is definitely not a typical message in regards to a one-of-a-kind polyamorous circumstance. A circumstance in your cognizant existence that includes the polyamorous kind of heartfelt snare. You and your actual perfect partner who loves you, however there is an outsider included. You and this other individual can possibly be perfect partners and were probable darlings or hitched in a previous existence. Whenever you got the opportunity, you felt a serious enthusiasm, sentiment and science between them. There was an infinite association, a profound love and affections for one another, and you both idea about being together on a genuine level. You were associated by an immortal love, an old karmic bond. You invested a great deal of energy with this individual, yet here's a fair warning. You both had different admirers when you originally settled that association you both once longed for. You both have a little choice of genuine romance potential, soul sisters with various qualities. Your internal rainbows match, however there were different rainbows perfect partners. I rehash, nobody loves you as much as this individual, however the karmic side hushes him. This sweetheart is a kick. He didn't advance someplace over the long run the manner in which you did. He permitted desire to supplant genuine affection. He dug into the profundities of as well as actual quest for body and moment delight. They became hopelessly enamored and picked different admirers. You started your excursion with another youthful god or goddess. You picked a perfect partner who you accepted had values and life objectives like today. Years after the fact you both acknowledge you might have pursued an off-base decision. Does an off-base decision at any point occur? At any point could we at any point truly settle on an off-base decision? Choice, destiny is something interesting. We are confronted with numerous ways and choices throughout everyday life and love. We pursue choices in view of the data we get right now. We are whimsical and guiltless creatures when we are youthful. It's anything but a dream of a critical world, however that is something you learn with age and development. A piece of intelligence is procured through life experience and the preliminaries we face. We start to figure out how to esteem strains and clashes and acknowledge our attributes and shadow qualities that are ordinary and regular, and that defect is essential for the human excursion. Monitoring and tolerating the more obscure sides of life makes us human, yet additionally prompts further and better turn of events. Which is the reason you have met many characters on your excursion that you consider perfect partners that you have investigated. As previous existence perfect partners, karmic perfect partners and the idea of twin flares, the individual you were once associated with. It turned into a far-off dream, a dream and one of them might have been. In the end it became choice. Furthermore, presently you are doing great in your life dear. They are miserable. The individual they picked is really karmic. They are a karmic soul friend, love. Started in a terrible seed, developed from turmoil and obscurity, began in the terrible seed. Obliteration and desire, in scorn, in injury, in the injury of the shadow. Furthermore, love, their affection doesn't come from something unadulterated, similar to a profound security that comes from fellowship. There was no virtue in her excursion to adulthood. They have taken on underhanded attributes since they have failed to remember your magnificence and your passing. You have failed to remember how superb your grin is. What's more, your character, assuming they disregarded your virtuoso, you were ignored on the grounds that they had genuine human affections for another person. Sadly they are disappointed that they didn't wind up perfectly positioned and accept they might have pursued a terrible decision. They think you were the most ideal choice. Over the long haul, how should I not see it? They ask themselves, presently. Presently they understand they missed you since you have unexpected characteristics in comparison to regular. Perhaps they like vigorous and outgoing admirers, however are modest or saved. Or on the other hand perhaps they normally pick somebody more attractive and delicate, yet you are electric and predominant. That was the more they were similarly as sane and intelligent or excessively profound and natural. They were unequal, very much like you, and searching for who you had settled on terrible choices for. A few pieces of you were missing, yet they praised each other. You could be the ideal marriage of yin and yang is an ideal illustration of how opposites are inclined toward one another. Right now in your life somebody believes you're there and simply in an undeniable manner, they've watched you again and again. They believe you're discussing it top to bottom. Their sentiments are genuine. Their sentiments are more profound than ever with others have encountered and they need to escape. Indeed, you heard that right. Needs to change ships in light of the fact that the boat they are on is sinking and consuming. We are on a boat with openings and broken sails. A few sections are consuming. On the off chance that it hasn't previously happened, it will before long sink or burst into flames. The individual they believed was the young lady or beau of their fantasies turned out as miscreants. Their hearts are broken. Some way or another their trust has been double-crossed. They have been faithless, rude, and brimming with lies. The individual they picked as their darling was brimming with wants and malicious aims. They simply believed genuine romance should camouflage it with the goal that individual turned into a fake. They began messing around in light of that extraordinary individual from your past. As a result of their genuine romance cravings have become self-centered, conceited, unfeeling, and without sympathy. Their assurance has imploded and they have likely begun to participate in withdrawn or criminal way of behaving. Karmic is somebody who you at first accept as genuine romance yet ends up being somebody who comes into your life to show you illustrations in these examples. Life changes significantly and ought to contact our spirits. They stir us from rest and rescue us once again from our shadows and poisonous ways and into our higher selves. The third sweetheart is such that implies he is no longer what he was and will continuously be an impermanent placeholder and satisfaction old enough. Somebody realized that you were once their perfect partner, yet life has turned him in lead this way and that. Presently you are his fantasy sweetheart, his confidence, and his predetermination. He sees obviously that your spirit matches with hers, however your ongoing karmic additionally sees that reality has showed up, the most elevated truth about your adoration, which can be denied or dismissed for longer. They followed the signs over and again. They paid attention to the messages that were shipped off them. What are you going to do? Do it. Your destiny is in your grasp. I need to close with a request for you, Master. We modestly beseech your help from above for this individual who has gotten this message profound inside his convoluted self, love and fate. We request your direction, lucidity, and solidarity to enlighten that they will observe the correct way on their excursion, find enough love and joy and embrace the predetermination that looks for them. We share their excursion with your insight and love. Amen. Pause for a minute to let these words reverberation to you. Recall that you are adored and safeguarded by the universe. Enter 222 to get this message and endowments for you. Attempt it and leave a positive survey. These are watchers who could utilize an infusion of inspiration. The universe considers this to be a thoughtful gesture that energizes the pattern of positive karma. You will spread energy and get the endowments of the universe consequently. We should cheer us up and make rushes of good energy together. Did you had at least some idea that there is a potential image of your actual perfect partner that you can see at the present time? It very well may be somebody you know or somebody you haven't met at this point. It's astounding the way that precise it is. You needed to see the photograph to comprehend what I implied. Click the connection in the portrayal to get a sketch of your perfect partner. In the following video you can expect significant news that you will find out.